May I start this video off by expressing my sincere apology to the American YouTuber and boxing uploader known to many of us as Fannon International Boxing. About 2 or 3 days ago I received notice that a video that I had made on Fannon had violated YouTube's rules and guidelines. In other circumstances, I might have felt judged unfairly, but strangely enough, I had already contemplated taking the video down as I felt that it might be seen by some as exploiting Fannon, if he was indeed going through some form of psychological trauma or challenge. However, I did not take the video down because it might also seem presumptuous of me to determine that Fannon was unwell. Nonetheless, I am glad YouTube made the decision for me, and I feel I owe Fannon an apology if he is in fact going through a difficult period at this present time. If not, I hope he reassesses his exposure on YouTube, as many of the antics that we engage in on here leave a footprint that can often take years to erase. Fannon has reappeared with about 2 videos since his brief hiatus, and they seem to stand as serious videos that broke from the normal routine of rallying only the true believers. There was a certain honesty that came through that probably had gotten lost on previous occasions. In other words, they were quite good, but also raised my concern as to why Fannon decided to present himself in such a mature and formal manner. Was it to reassure his fans that he was okay? In other words, was Fannon, as the poet put it, not waving, but drowning, or vice versa? In any case, I wish him well. I pray that the Creator restores his spirit. Amen. The current rumor circulating boxing media outlets at present is that young twink-looking social media person of interest Ryan Garcia, the much overhyped interim WBC 130-pound division champion, has been implicitly implying, with a nod and a wink, that a fight between himself and Manny Pacquiao might be in the works. Despite my overall skepticism in regards to this matter, I think it's a gross attempt to grab cheap headlines and find a way out of a bind. That bind being a commitment to a difficult fight to negotiate between Golden Boy and Mayweather Promotions. There's also the blatant appearance of a deep commitment to avoiding a fight with Devin Haney, as he, Garcia, happens to be the mandatory contender for Haney's WBC belt. After all, that's the main reason why he holds the interim belt, is it not? However, it seems like boxing media, on the whole, aren't willing to call Pacquiao out on this rumor. As a matter of fact, to the contrary, they're being quite instrumental in getting the idea off the ground. This is typical of the way the media treat a fighter like Pacquiao compared to others. Pacquiao fighting Ryan Garcia will be tantamount to legalizing a sadistic form of child abuse, and the media would be complicit in witnessing a near murder. However, as I have stated at the beginning of this segment, I doubt very much that these rumors are being circulated in good faith, but if they are, and Pacquiao is indeed planning to bypass all others to fight Ryan Garcia because he has a substantial following on Instagram, as he recently had his Twitter page deleted, then shame on Pacquiao for failing to act as the responsible adult in the room. Oh, and please do not compare this to that shit show between Mayweather and Logan Paul. That's stupid.
Vision Cruz is depicted as being fierce, badass, world champion, beautiful queen in one picture. Repost, HH Diva. I still don't know what the HH stands for. I'm not a big fan of the image, but sometimes it works. Actually, I've only seen it work once. She's got the WBC belt back, and that's very important to her.
Et dernièrement, je veux Eddie Hearn comme baron comme promoteur.
And last but not very important, she wants Eddie Hearn as a promoter. So the message is for Eddie Hearn.
Not for nothing. I think we're all trying to get signed by Eddie Hearn.
Tout le monde veut être signé par Eddie Hearn, right? C'est bon.
C'est qu'il y a des bonnes raisons.
Yeah, and probably for good reasons.
Okay, attention-seeking Michaela Meyer, 130-pound WBO champion, states the following. She says, top rank in negotiation. Forgive me, top rank is in negotiation with Matchroom for a fight against Hamadouche, and we should have a deal done soon. So for everyone who thinks I wouldn't take that fight, LOL. I don't give a fuck. But don't forget that Harper chose to sign a deal with Chow when I've been calling out for over a year. I've been game. Well, one hasn't got much to do with the other, but Terry Harper did respond to Michaela Meyer, and she stated the following. Actually, Terry Harper's response was in direct response to something else that Michaela Meyer had put up. So let's deal with that first before we go on to what she's written here. You might have read it already, but this is what she says. Michaela Meyer also went further to say, didn't want you all to miss my last tweet. Terry Harper, you could have told Eddie and Steffi you want to fight me, but instead you signed a contract to fight Lil Baby Chow. Maeva Hamadouche, LOL, you a down ass bitch. I like it, but you also block punches with your head. See you in May. Alright, and that's when Terry Harper decided to respond to her and say, write the following. Was starting to miss you, Michaela Meyer. Been a while since you last posted about me. Hope you're doing well. Being a bit sarcastic really, but it's more to do with. But then again, Michaela May, if you've got a fight, you've got a fight, isn't it? And you've got an opportunity to fight a very good contender. What is your obsession with Terry Harper especially? Terry Harper wants to fight Chow. She doesn't want to fight you. I don't know. And even if they do want to fight you, you have to drag everybody to the United States. I don't get it. That's why I'm so sick of the girl. She's entitled, and she comes across to me as a person who doesn't really deserve as much attention as she's getting. It's very hard. I think people are laying it on thick. She doesn't seem interesting to me. Not in the least. Time to time. She's not shit, and she's not great. But I suppose she's the only one they've got in the United States of any, only, dare I say, white lady of any consequence at the moment. They're going to try and put her up there. And it's not working.
I don't really know what more Cecilia could bring that would be outside of the box. I mean, we prepared for 2 different types of fights the first time, and she brought the aggressive kind of stand there, big puncher type of fight. And so we've seen that. We've seen the other type of fight that she has. So doesn't really seem like there's going to be any new or shocking elements.
Was it an upset? For sure, but I think Povetkin still got, a little bang in his buck, and he's still going to be fighting for the next couple of years. I felt his power before. I've been in camp with him twice earlier in my career. We all know he's got a big left hand, and for him to have landed that uppercut, I don't think Dylan White or anybody in the world knew that uppercut was coming, but it landed, and it damn near knocked Dylan White's head off. Anytime you get hit with a shot in the heavyweight game that you don't see, it's usually devastating, and it does what it did to Dylan White.